त्याच्यात ज्या पद्धती कोणत्या केलं
हां. Good morning, everybody. Yesterday we started the new topic aldehyde and ketones, and we completed 6 points. That is the introduction, definition, classification of both aldehyde and ketone, nomenclature of both aldehyde and ketone, structure of carbonyl group, preparation of aldehyde and ketones by 7 method. So we learn here the 7 methods for the preparation of aldehyde and ketone. Today we are going to start the physical properties of aldehyde and ketone. Physical properties of aldehyde and ketone. So give the title, physical properties of aldehyde and ketones. The first physical property, point number 7, physical property. First physical property, formaldehyde HCHO is in gaseous state. Pure formaldehyde is in the gaseous state. Remember this one, it is a very important point. One of the important question is on the formalin. What is a formalin? See here, it is used to store the biological specimen, and formalin is nothing but 40% HCHO, formaldehyde. Now, dry formaldehyde is prepared. Dry formaldehyde is prepared from its solid linear polymer. Its solid, important term, linear polymer, known as trioxane or paraformaldehyde. So sometimes the question will be said, what is a trioxane or what is paraformaldehyde? Both are solid trimer. Now I will explain. This is a solid trimer. See, formaldehyde has formula HCHO. This can be written as in this way, HC double bond H. It can be also written as CH2 double bond O. So this is a formaldehyde. Here tri indicates 3. So 3 molecules of the formaldehyde will be react together. So what you will get here, CH2 double bond O, then O double bond CH2, then you can write here O double bond CH2. See, these are the 3 molecules of formaldehyde. You just shift this one here, this one here, this one here. This reaction is known as trimerization. So it is 6-member ring will be formed with alternate oxygen atom. Oxygen here, oxygen here, oxygen here. And see, this is known as trioxane. Trioxane. Tri indicates 3, OX indicates 3 oxygen in the 6-member ring. That is a trioxane. So this is the first important physical property. Formaldehyde is in a gaseous state. Formalin, which is used to preserve the biological specimen, it is a 40% formaldehyde. Dry formaldehyde or pure formaldehyde is prepared from the solid linear polymer known as trioxane or paraformaldehyde. Both are solid trimers, and formaldehyde can also be written in this way. This is a trimerization reaction. This is the first physical property. So we will start the second physical property. See the second physical property, that is acetaldehyde and acetone. Acetaldehyde and acetone are colorless liquids. These are colorless liquids. So remember that these are colorless liquids. Now third physical property. So here again objective question will be set here. Trimer of acetaldehyde and tetramer of acetone are known as dash dash and dash dash. This is known as para aldehyde, and this is known as meta-aldehyde. This is known as meta-aldehyde. So this is the important question here. Then third physical property, melting point and boiling points. These are also called as physical constants. Now see, melting point and boiling point of aldehyde and ketone are greater than hydrocarbon and ether. Hydrocarbons are nothing but alkane, alkene and alkyne. These are hydrocarbons. Alkane, alkyl, alkynes. This is because aldehyde and ketone contains the carbonyl group. It is a polar molecule, and therefore intermolecular association will be formed in aldehyde and ketone. Therefore extra heat energy is required to break the intermolecular association, and therefore melting point and boiling point increases. This is the A part. B part. Aldehyde and ketones have lower melting point and boiling point than alcohols, because alcohols has intermolecular hydrogen bonding. Aldehyde and ketone do not have intermolecular hydrogen bonding. Then fourth physical property, solubility. Aldehyde and ketone are soluble in water, because I will explain. See, aldehyde and ketones contain the carbonyl group. It is a polar group. Carbon has a delta positive charge, oxygen has a delta negative charge. Water can also be written as here HOH, delta plus, delta minus. You can show the intermolecular association with the water molecule. This is known as a hydrogen bond. Such hydrogen bond is formed with the water, therefore they are soluble in water. The next question here, as the number of carbon atoms in aldehyde and ketone increases, solubility decreases. This is the important point here. Now take the brief revision on the physical property second, third and fourth. Acetaldehyde and acetone are the colorless liquids. Trimer of acetaldehyde is known as paraaldehyde. Tetramer of acetone is known as metaaldehyde. Melting point and boiling point, that is a physical constant. Aldehyde and ketones have a higher melting point and boiling point than hydrocarbon, that is alkane, alkene and alkyne, as well as ether, because these are non-polar. This is also slightly polar, but these are the more polars. Aldehyde and ketones contains carbonyl group. This is a polar molecule. See, this contains the polar functional group, and therefore there is an intermolecular association. One molecule will be associated with the another molecule by the intermolecular force of attraction. Therefore extra heat energy will be required to break it. As the heat extra requires, therefore melting point and boiling point increases. Then second part here, B part, this is the very important part. Aldehyde and ketones have the lower melting point and boiling point than alcohols, because alcohol shows the intermolecular hydrogen bonding. We will learn in detail this intermolecular hydrogen bonding in the physical properties of alcohol. Such intermolecular hydrogen bonding will not be shown by aldehyde and ketone, therefore they have lower melting point and boiling point. Solubility. Aldehydes and ketones are soluble in water because they form the hydrogen bond with the aldehyde and ketone, therefore they are soluble in water. This is the another important question here. As the number of carbon atoms in aldehyde and ketone increases, the solubility decreases because the hydrophobic part decreases, surface area decreases, and therefore solubility decreases. So we then fifth physical property, order. This is the important question. It is also known as a smell. The order of aldehyde and ketones are pungent smell. So this is the important point here. So 5 physical properties are very important. See, the first physical property, that is formaldehyde is in the gaseous state. Most important question, formalin. Formalin is a 40% formaldehyde which is used to preserve the biological specimen. And just now we completed proper second, third, fourth and fifth. So we completed the point number 7, physical property. Now consider the point number 8, reactions of aldehyde and ketone. So give the title, reactions of aldehyde and ketone. Reactions of aldehyde and ketone. Aldehyde and ketone undergoes 7 types of reaction. So this is the very. So I will give the summary of that 7 type of reactions. These are shortly denoted as ARO, HACA. So C here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. I will set the question on the AROHACA. This A stands for addition reactions. We have to learn here totally 5 addition reactions. Addition of sodium bisulfite, addition of HCN, addition of alcohol, addition of Grignard's reagent, addition of ammonia and its derivatives. So 5 reactions we have to learn here. Then this R stands for the reduction. Again we have to learn here 3 types of the reduction. First is a partial reduction, second is a complete reduction, and third is a bimolecular reduction. This O stands for oxidation of aldehyde and ketones. Again you have to learn here the 3 reactions, that is oxidation of aldehyde and ketones by using the 3 mild oxidizing agents, Tollens reagent, Fehling solution and Chips reagent. These 3 reactions are again important. This H stands for haloform reaction. A stands for aldol condensation. C stands for Cannizzaro reaction, and this A stands for aromatic electrophilic substitution reaction. In this case, we have to be learn halogenation, nitration, sulfonation, Friedel-Crafts alkylation, Friedel-Crafts acylation. Such reactions we have to be learn here. So see the point number 8. This is our point number 8. Reactions of aldehyde and ketone. These undergo 7 types of reactions. These are shortly denoted as AROHACA, AROHACA. I was just now explain this one. Now start the point here, addition reactions. So to the title, addition reaction. In this case, you have to be learn the 5 reactions. See that 5 reaction. First is the addition of HCN, hydrogen cyanide. Second is the addition of sodium bisulfite, NaHSO3. Third is the addition of alcohol. Fourth is addition of Grignard reagent. And fifth is addition of ammonia and its derivatives. This reaction is important here. These 5 reactions we are going to be learn here in detail. Now first I will set the question on the addition reaction. See, this is the common part of aldehyde and ketone. This is aldehyde or ketone. When we put here R and H, that will become aldehyde. When we will substitute here RR, that will become ketone. Aldehyde and ketone undergoes nucleophilic addition reaction. So write on the arrow nucleophilic addition reaction. See, the nucleophile will attach from the opposite side of the carbonyl group. Pi bond will be broken here. So you will get here nucleophile directly attached to this one oxygen atom. Now I will set the 2-3 important questions here. Now see the hybridization of the carbon atom of the carbonyl carbon. It is sp2. Hybridization of the same carbonyl carbon is sp3. So first question here, hybridization changes from sp2 to sp3. This is the first point. Therefore, in this case, steric hindrance increases or decreases? That is the important question. Steric hindrance increases. Because in sp2 hybridization, bond angle is 120 degree. In sp3 hybridization, bond angle is 109.5 degree. And therefore, we can say that steric hindrance increases. Second important question here. Type of reaction, it is a nucleophilic addition reaction. Now, in this case, first I will set on the question among aldehyde and ketone. Aldehydes are more reactive than ketone. I will explain with the example. Aldehyde has formula RC double bond OH and ketone has formula RC double bond OR. See, in this case, only one is electron donating group, alkyl group, which has plus I effect. In this case, 2 electron donating group both has the plus I effect. So in this case, the electron density is less. Around the carbon atom, electron density is more. And see the reaction here. When you do the reaction with nucleophile, in this case, rate of reaction will be slow. In this case, rate of reaction will be fast. Therefore, we can say that aldehydes reacts faster or more reactive than the ketone. Therefore, the order of reactivity. So I will explain the point. order of reactivity of aldehyde and ketone. Therefore, order of reactivity of aldehyde and ketone with nucleophile is as. First is a formaldehyde, second is aliphatic aldehyde, third is aromatic aldehyde, next one is aliphatic ketone, next one is aromatic ketone with only one alkyl group, and last one is aromatic ketone with both aryl groups, ArCOAr. So this is the order of reactivity. Because hydrogen has zero inductive effect, try to understand meaning of the term zero inductive effect. Zero itself indicates neither electron donating nor electron withdrawing. Therefore, the electron density on the carbon atom is minimum. Therefore, rate of reaction, particularly nucleophilic addition reaction, is faster here. So this question is very, very important. Now I will start here one by one: addition of HCl, NaCO3, alcohol, Grignard's reagent, ammonia and its derivatives. So see, our first reaction is addition reaction. I was said the question, what is the type of addition reaction? Nucleophilic addition reaction. Second question, aldehydes are more reactive than ketone because aldehyde contains only one electron donating group, ketone contains two electron donating groups. And this I was explaining here with the example, general example. And the order of reactivity of aldehyde and ketone is very, very important. In this case, aryl group shows the plus R effect. Plus R effect is more powerful than the R effect. Now I will explain the first reaction, that is addition of hydrogen cyanide. So give the title, addition of hydrogen cyanide. This structure can also be written as HCN. Hydrogen has positive charge, Cn has negative charge. This will act as a nucleophile, therefore it undergoes nucleophilic addition reaction both in aldehyde and ketone. Now see here, this is C double bond O. It may be aldehyde or it may be ketone. I will prepare here the three examples. 1, 2, 3. See the first example. Put R is equal. So right here R. R is equal to H. The example will become formaldehyde. Second example, put R is equal to CH3 and another R is equal to H. It will become acetaldehyde. Third example, put one R is equal to CH3, another R is also equal to CH3. The name of the compound is acetone. Fourth example, one R is equal to hydrogen, another R is equal to pH, that is a phenyl ring, that will become benzaldehyde. So these four examples I will take here. Now you will add here hydrogen cyanide, H plus Cn minus. Remember that this is a reversible reaction. This reaction is catalyzed by base because base, I will write here the answer, because base abstract the H plus of HCN. See here, if you write here this base will attract this HCl and concentration of the nucleophile cyanide is increased and therefore rate of reaction is increases. So see here, this will go to the carbonyl carbon, pi bond is broken here, so you will get the structure RCr C triple bond N, and here you will get here OH. It is called as cyanohydrin. So this is the point here. So first question, it is reversible reaction. Second question, this reaction is accelerated by base because base attract the proton of HCN and concentration of cyanide ion is increased, therefore rate of reaction is increased. Then third question, HCN is poisonous. HCN is poisonous, or we can say it is a toxic. It is toxic. Therefore, it is prepared from NaCN and H2SO4. Take here 2 times NaCN. You can easily prepare here twice HCN, and byproduct is sodium sulfate Na2SO4. Therefore, it is handled very carefully. Handled with care. So these are the important points on the addition of hydrogen cyanide. So take the brief revision on the title, addition of hydrogen cyanide. Hydrogen cyanide has formula HCN. This Cn minus will act as a nucleophile. See, this is the nucleophilic addition reaction. Hybridization changes from sp2 to sp3. Now see, in this case, you will get formaldehyde cyanohydrin, in this case acetaldehyde cyanohydrin, acetone cyanohydrin, and benzaldehyde cyanohydrin. Now I will set the question 1, 2, 3, 4. I will set the 3 questions here. Select, suppose your options are like this. I will give the option A, B, C and D. This is the NEET or CET question. Which of the following will undergo with the fastest rate with HCN? The answer is formaldehyde. Formaldehyde. In this case, reaction is fast. Then second question, which of the following reacts with the slowest rate? Acetone. The rate of will be here slow. Now arrange this in the decreasing order here. First formaldehyde, HCHO. Second one, last one, that is acetone, CH3CO, CH3. So we completed A and C. Now among B is aldehyde and aliphatic aldehyde, and D is aromatic aldehyde. So among these, which is more reactive? Aliphatic aldehyde is more reactive than aromatic aldehyde. Therefore, I will write here CH3CHO. I will write here PHCHO. So these 3 questions are very, very important according to the addition of HCN to aldehyde and ketone. So this is the very, very important question. So even as difficulty. Now I will set the only question on this title later on. Aldehyde or ketone cyanohydrin. Now see the question on the aldehyde and ketone cyanohydrin. This compound is synthetically very important because of 2 reasons. I will explain that 2 reasons here. See here, RCr, C triple bond N OH. This is known as cyanohydrin. Now see that 2 regions here. When you will do the reduction of this cyanide group by using lithium aluminum hydride, you will add here 2 hydrogen atom. So what you will get here? RCr, CH2, NH2 and here OH. This is your alpha carbon, this is a beta carbon. You will get here beta hydroxyamine. Then second question, do the acid hydrolysis H3O plus. So during this reaction, this CN group will be converted to the COOH. you will get here CCOH, COOH. This is your alpha carbon. So you will get here alpha hydroxy carboxylic acid. Therefore, this reaction is synthetically very important because of two reasons. The first reason, reduction of cyanide will convert into a primary amine, and this will be converted into alpha hydroxy carboxylic acid. So we completed the first reaction, addition of HCl. See the second reaction, that is addition of sodium bisulfite. Addition of sodium bisulfite. So give the title, addition of sodium bisulfite. Second reaction, addition of sodium bisulfite. RCr double bond O. It may be aldehyde or it may be ketone. I was taken the four examples: formaldehyde, acetaldehyde, benzaldehyde, and acetone. You will add here NaHCO3, sodium bisulfite. It is again reversible reaction. It will undergo nucleophilic addition reaction. Nucleophilic addition reaction. So you will get the product RCrOH SO3Na. This is sodium bisulfite addition product. Sodium bisulfite addition product. Now see the important point here. It is a crystalline solid. Second, it is a water soluble. This property is used, therefore it is, or this reaction is used to purify aldehyde and ketone. To purify aldehyde and ketone. So see the four examples. RHH, formaldehyde, you will get formaldehyde sodium bisulfite addition product. Now this is the second reaction. Now I will start the third reaction, that is a reaction with alcohol. Reaction with alcohol. So give the title, reaction with alcohol. This reaction is very important because on this reaction two questions will be set. First is what is hemiacetal and hemiketal. Second question will be set on the point what is acetal and ketal. So we should know this one. Now see the reaction here. C double bond O R R. It may be aldehyde or ketone. Again select here the four examples. R is equal to HH, formaldehyde, acetaldehyde, benzaldehyde, acetone. Number of examples you can prepare here. You will do the reaction with OH, ROH, alcohol, ROH. Again it is a reversible reaction. It is accelerated by acid H plus, mild acid. So nucleophilic addition reaction will be take place. Pi bond of the carbon oxygen will be broken. So type of the reaction is a nucleophilic addition reaction. So hybridization changes from sp2 to sp3. You will get the product RCrOH. It is known as hemiacetal or hemiketal. When initial compound is aldehyde, you will get here hemiacetal. When the initial compound is a ketone, you will get here hemiketal. Now see the important question on this point. This is O, here is OR. It is alkoxy derivative. It is ether, because ether has the functional group COC, and see here COC alkyl group is a CH3, therefore it is hemiacetal or hemiacetal. This is your step first. Now I will explain the step second. In the step second, RCr OH OR, if we do the second molecule of alcohol ROH, this is the second molecule, this is the first molecule. Again it is a reversible reaction carried out in presence of this one. This proton will protonate the OH group, and water is the best leaving group than the OH, therefore rate of reaction is increased. Again it is a nucleophilic addition reaction. So again alcohol will act as a nucleophile, it will goes to the carbon atom and water molecule is removed. First here protonation will be take place, water molecule is removed, and you will get here RCr OR OR. It is known as acetal or ketal. And here is the important question. It is dialkoxy derivative. See here, one alkoxy group, another alkoxy group. Second question, it is diether. This is diether. Particularly, I can say it is the gem dialkoxy derivative. These two OH groups are attached to the same carbon atom, therefore gem dialkoxy derivative. Now this reaction is also used to prepare cyclic acetal or ketal. Cyclic acetal or ketal. See example of the cyclic acetal or ketal. This is your aldehyde or ketone. It may be aldehyde or ketone. You will do the reaction with ethylene glycol, which has the formula CH2OH-CH2. You can easily remove the water molecule from this one in this way. H2. Reversible reaction accelerated by acid. You can remove the water molecule here and you will get here cyclic acetal or ketal. Carbon atom, it is attached to the oxygen, then CH2, CH2. This is known as cyclic acetal or ketal. So in this way we can also use that is a glycerol, or which is also known as glycerin. It contains 3 OH groups. So we completed here the third reaction, that is addition of alcohol. Now I will start here the fourth reaction, that is addition of Grignard's reagent. So give the title, addition of Grignard's reagent. So give the title, fourth reaction, addition of Grignard's reagent. First I will take the NEET or JEE-CET question on the Grignard's reagent. It is organometallic compound. Because carbon is directly attached to the metal magnesium. Second question, general representation RMGX, where R is alkyl or aryl group. Alkyl or aryl group. X is a halogen. See the example here. CH3MgBr. I will set the question what is A and B. A is a covalent bond and B is a ionic bond. Therefore, it is a polar in nature. positive charge is here, negative charge is here. Therefore, this will be act as a nucleophile, and Grignard's reagent always undergo nucleophilic addition reaction. The next question, which is the base Grignard's reagent. The R must be smaller in size and X must be larger in size. Therefore, the base Grignard's reagent is methyl magnesium iodide, that is CH3MgI. So these are the important question on the Grignard's reagent. Addition of Grignard's reagent to aldehyde and ketone. So I will directly set the question on the addition of Grignard's reagent. Refer topic alcohol, and in this case under the title preparation. When aldehyde and ketones are treated with Grignard's reagent, they undergo nucleophilic addition, and by this method we can prepare primary alcohol, secondary alcohol as well as tertiary alcohol. So I will not repeat this again and again. I will directly set the question. Identify ABC, HCHO plus Grignard's reagent, any aldehyde except formaldehyde plus Grignard's reagent, ketone plus Grignard's reagent. So these are the three questions, 1, 2, 3. So all these three reactions are carried out in presence of DE. DE stands for dry ether, and question is here, identify ABC. So answer is very simple. A is a primary alcohol, secondary is second degree alcohol, this is a tertiary alcohol. So this is the important question here. So we completed the fourth reaction, that is addition of Grignard's reagent. So take the brief revision on the addition of Grignard's reagent. Grignard's reagent, question on the Grignard's reagent. It is organometallic compound because carbon is directly attached to the metal. It is generally represented by RMgX, where R is alkyl or aryl group, X is a halogen. See the example, methyl magnesium bromide. This is a covalent bond formed by the sharing of electron. This is the ionic bond. It is formed by the loss and gain electron. Metal has positive charge, carbon has negative charge. Therefore, this will act as a nucleophile. Therefore, we can say that Grignard's reagent always undergo nucleophilic addition reactions. Now, which is the base Grignard's reagent? In which case R is smaller in size and X is larger in size. Therefore, the base Grignard's reagent is methyl magnesium iodide. Now, see the another objective question here. Formaldehyde, any aldehyde except formaldehyde and ketone when treated with the Grignard's reagent results primary, secondary and tertiary alcohol respectively. Now, addition of ammonia and its derivatives. Give the title, addition of ammonia and its derivatives. See, our fifth reaction is addition of ammonia and its derivatives. So I will make here the two parts. A part is addition of ammonia and B part is addition of ammonia derivative of ammonia. So give the title, addition of ammonia. A part, addition of ammonia. In this case, you have to learn the three reactions in detail. First reaction with formaldehyde, second reaction with acetaldehyde, and third reaction with acetone. These three reactions are very, very important. So, first reaction of ammonia with formaldehyde, HCHO. This reaction is very, very important. So I will explain that reaction in detail. See the brief revision, addition of ammonia in derivatives to aldehyde and ketone. So I will make here the two parts. A part is addition of ammonia and B part is addition of derivative. In this case, you have to be learn here. First reaction with formaldehyde, second reaction with acetaldehyde, third reaction with acetone. So these three reactions. So first reaction, this reaction is very important. Now addition of ammonia to formaldehyde HCHO and ammonia NH3 gives dash dash. This is a very important question. Now see the reaction here. You will get here CH2 6 times N4 plus 6 times H2O. Now this reaction is a very important. Now see, this is a formaldehyde and this is ammonia. So what is the name of this one? See, 6 stands for hexa, CH2 stands for methylene, hexamethylene tetraamine. So name of this one. You have to balance the reaction. See, N is a 4 time, N is only 1 time, therefore you have to take here 4 time ammonia. See, oxygen is 6 time, oxygen is only 1 time, 6 times. So reaction is a balance. Now see the important question here. The hexamethylene tetraamine is known as dash dash. Known as dash dash. This is the important question. It is known as urotropine. Now second question, the structure of urotropine. So I will set the question on the structure of urotropine. See the structure of urotropine in detail. First draw the larger size 6-member ring. This is the first ring. Then show the alternately hydrogen atom. First, second, third. We need here the 4 nitrogen atoms. Alternately nitrogen atom indicate the 4th nitrogen atom. So we completed the 4 nitrogen atoms here. In between 2 nitrogen atoms there is a 1 methylene group. This is the CH2 group. So you can indicate also another CH2 group. You can also indicate the another CH2 group here. Another CH2 group here. So this is the structure of hexamethylene tetraamine. Third question. It is white crystalline solid. Next question. As it is a crystalline, it is water soluble. The question on the structure. See the question A, B, C. It contains dash dash carbon nitrogen bonds. It contains dash dash nitrogen nitrogen bond. It contains dash dash carbon carbon bond. So this is the 3 important questions here. Now see here, how many carbon nitrogen bonds? There are the 12 carbon nitrogen bonds. Count here the 12 number of carbon nitrogen bonds. See, if you select any nitrogen atom, any, select either this or this or this out of the 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You select the any one. Suppose if you select the central one, it is attached to the 3 carbon atoms. Similarly, this is attached to the 3 carbon atoms. There are the 4 carbon atoms. 4 multiplied by 3 is equal to 12. Now see here, how many carbon carbon bonds? Select the any carbon atom. This one, it is not directly attached. Therefore, there are 0 carbon carbon bonds or 0 nitrogen nitrogen bonds. So these are the important questions. Now next question here. Urotropine contains 4 6-membered rings. See here, this is the initially I was draw the first. This is second, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Similarly, this is third and this is fourth. Out of these 4 6-member rings, 3 rings are in a chair conformation. 3 rings are in the chair conformation. You know that cyclohexane shows the 2 conformation. One is a chair, another is a boat. Chair conformation is more stable than the boat conformation. So these are the important question. Then next question, what is the use of the urotropine? Use. It is used in explosive. You know the explosive RDX. In this case, the explosive is a natalite. Explosive is natalite. And see the structure of natalite. Structure of natalite. 6-member ring containing alternate nitrogen atom, again nitrogen atom. And this will be attached to the NO2 group. NO2. This is the trinitro derivative and this is the structure of natalite. Then second use, it is used as a medicine in medicine. It is also called as a drug in gout and rheumatism. It is also used in internal urinary antiseptic. It is also used in internal antiseptic. It is also used in the preparation of plastics. So these are the uses here. So this first reaction is a very important reaction with ammonia, with formaldehyde. It is very important reaction. So take the brief revision. When ammonia is treated with formaldehyde, it gives hexamethylene tetraamine. See here, hexamethylene tetraamine. This is known as a urotropine. Then we should know the structure of urotropine. First, draw the largest big or larger 6-member ring, then 4 nitrogen atom at alternate position, and then show the methylene group here. It is a white crystalline solid, it is water soluble. Then question on structure, it contains 12 carbon nitrogen bond, no or 0 nitrogen bond, 0 carbon bond. It contains 4 6-member rings. Out of the 4, 3 will be present in the chair conformation. It is used in explosive. Name of the explosive is natalite. This is the structure of natalite. It is used in medicine as in gout and rheumatism. Then it is used as an internal urinary antiseptic. It is also used in the production of plastics. Now second reaction of ammonia with acetaldehyde. So this is also important reaction. So give the reaction of ammonia with acetaldehyde. CH3CHO plus ammonia. And here is the question. When ammonia is treated with acetaldehyde, it is also known as ethanol. Results dash. The answer is a cyclic trimer. It gives cyclic trimer. And see the cyclic trimer here. It contains 6-member ring at alternate position NH group and at remaining position methyl group. This is the structure of cyclic trimer. Now I will explain how this cyclic trimer is formed. So the first question, when ammonia is treated with acetaldehyde, it gives a cyclic trimer, and this is the structure of cyclic trimer. Now I will explain how the cyclic trimer is formed here. See here, this is your acetaldehyde, CH3, C double bond H. You will do the reaction with ammonia NH3. This will be undergoes nucleophilic addition reaction. Nitrogen has one lone pair of electron. It goes to the carbonyl carbon. Pi bond will be broken, and you will get the structure CH3 CHOH NH2. This is the structure of that one. The name of this one is acetaldehyde ammonia. The structure can also be written as in the same way. See here, CH3 CHOH NH2 OH. Remember that this structure and this structure is same. It undergoes removal of water molecule. You can easily remove your water molecule. You will get here CH3 CH double bond NH. This is known as aldehyde. This is known as aldehyde. Now see here, when you will take here 3 molecules of aldehyde CH3 CH double bond NH, trimerization reaction will be take place. Trimerization, and you will get the structure cyclic trimer. This one, cyclic trimer. Now I will explain how that cyclic trimer is formed. Now see here, these 3 molecules can also be written in this way. You can write here CH3 CH double bond NH. This is the first molecule. You can also write here the second molecule like this. I will write here CH3 CH double bond NH. You can also write another molecule here NH double bond CH CH3. Third molecule you can also write here NH double bond CH CH3. So these are the 3 molecules of the aldehyde. This will undergo trimerization. You will shift this bond here, this bond here, this bond here, and see, you will get this structure, cyclic trimer. So this is the very, very important reaction for the formation of the cyclic trimer. Now third reaction is also important, that is addition of ammonia to acetone. So take the brief revision on the second reaction, that is addition of ammonia to acetaldehyde gives the cyclic trimer. This is the structure of trimer. I will explain how the cyclic trimer is formed. When acetaldehyde is treated with ammonia, it will undergo nucleophilic addition. You will get here acetaldehyde ammonia. The structure can also be written as in this way. You can remove the water molecule, you will get aldehyde. These 3 molecules of aldehyde undergoes trimerization, and you will get cyclic trimer. And this can be explained by using this reaction. Now next reaction, acetaldehyde acetone is treated with ammonia. Now see reaction with ammonia with acetone. Another question, acetone has the formula CH3 C double bond O CH3 plus ammonia. And question starts now here. When ammonia is treated with acetone, it results dash dash. It gives diacetone amine. Diacetone amine. I will explain how that diacetone amine is formed. Diacetone amine. And see the structure of diacetone amine. CH3 C CH3 NH2 single bond CH2 CO CH3. This is the formula for diacetone amine. How it is formed? Now I will explain the formation. This is the first step. Two molecules of acetone CH3C CH3 reacts with the CHCO CH3. These are two molecules of acetone. This will undergo condensation reaction. You can easily remove your water molecule. So you will get here CH3C CH3 double bond CH C double bond O CH3. This is the important question here. Write its common name and IUPAC name, because I was explain the structure in the nomenclature of ketone. So the common name of this one is macetyl oxide. Macetyl oxide. IUPAC name, numbering from LHS or RHS. Numbering from must be RHS. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now see, it contains 5 groups. Therefore, it is a 5 carbon atoms in a straight chain. It is a derivative of pentane. Therefore, the IUPAC name will become 4-methyl. 4-methyl. Pent 3-in 2-on. This is the IUPAC name. So this is the first step. Now I will explain the second step. In the step second, this macetyl oxide reacts with ammonia. CH3 CH3 double bond CH C double bond OCH3. This will react with ammonia. Now it will undergo nucleophilic addition reaction to the carbon-carbon double bond. This ammonia has a lone pair of electron. It will go to the carbon-carbon double bond. This bond will be shifted here. So what you will get here? CH3, CH3. Which group will be attached here? NH2. This double bond will be converted to the single bond, and that CH will be converted to CH2, and next one CO CH3. And see, this structure and this structure is same or different? Compare yourself. Both structures are same, and that is known as diacetone amine. Now you will know that why the term diacetone is used here, because two molecules of acetone combines together, you will get here macetyl oxide. Therefore you will get here why the term amine is used here? This is the functional group for the amine NH2. So this is the very, very important reaction for the diacetone amine. So we completed the reaction, that is addition of hydrogen cyanide, addition of sodium bisulfite, addition of alcohol, addition of Grignard's reagent, addition of ammonia, 3 reaction, formaldehyde, acetaldehyde and acetone. Only one part is remain, that is its derivative, that is the part B. This is also important reaction. So anyone has difficulty about this point number 1 to 5? Okay, no one has difficulty. Now I will start the point, its derivative. Addition of derivative of ammonia to aldehyde and ketone. So this is your next point, that is point number B. So our title is B, addition of derivatives of ammonia to aldehyde and ketone. I will set the question only on the title, derivative of ammonia. In this case, you have to be learn here 6 derivatives. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. See here, these 6 derivatives are shortly denoted by RNH2. If R is equal to dash dash, it is a alkyl group, then it is a primary amine. So this is your first derivative of ammonia. If R is equal to OH, here is the NH2 group. R is equal to OH, then it is hydroxyl amine. Hydroxyl amine, NH2OH. If R is equal to NH2, it is known as hydrazine. If R is equal to NHPH, it is known as phenyl hydrazine. It is known as phenyl hydrazine. Then reaction number 5, if R is equal to NH benzene ring at the 2 and 4 position NO2 group, it is known as 2,4-DNP, 2,4-dinitrophenylhydrazine. Put R is equal to this one, it will become 2,4-dinitrophenylhydrazine. Then reaction number 6, if R is equal to NHCO NH2, NHC double bond O NH2, it is known as semi-carbazide. So these are the 6 derivatives of ammonia. See, our title point B is here, addition of derivative of ammonia to aldehyde and ketone. Now I will explain only derivative of ammonia. Derivative of ammonia are 6. These are 1 to 6. These 6 derivatives are shortly denoted as RNH2. If R is equal to alkyl group, then it is a primary amine. OH hydroxyl amine, NH2 hydrazine, NHPH phenylhydrazine. This is the structure, 2,4-dinitrophenylhydrazine, NHCO NH2 semi-carbazide. So these are the 6 derivatives. Now see the reaction here. I will explain here 12 reactions in a single reaction. Now see the 12 reactions here. This is your carbonyl group. It may be aldehyde or it may be ketone. So aldehyde contains the 6 reactions, ketone contains also the 6 reactions. 6 plus 6 is equal to 12. So I will explain here the 12 reactions in detail. Now you will do the reaction with NH2R. This is a reversible reaction. It is catalyzed by acid because this OH will be protonated, rate of nucleophilic reaction will be increased. This will undergo nucleophilic addition reaction. Nitrogen will be added, it will go to the carbonyl carbon, pi bond will be broken and you will get here the product like this, C NH R, and you will get here the structure OH. Then you can easily remove the water molecule here from this one, minus H2O. So you will get here carbon nitrogen double bond and R. Carbon nitrogen double bond and R. This is your final product, minus H2O. You can also show the shortly in a single step. You can also remove the water molecule in this way. This is the short stuff. So C double bond NR. Now see here, you will get here 12 products. 6 products with aldehyde, 6 products with ketone. So I will explain for your convenience the second reaction in detail. Suppose your aldehyde is like this, RCH double bond O, this is your aldehyde. Suppose R is equal to H, formaldehyde, R is equal to CH3 acetaldehyde, R is equal to C6H5 benzaldehyde. You will do the reaction with NH2OH. You can remove here water molecule. It is a reversible reaction accelerated by acid. So what you will get here, RCH double bond NOH. It is known as aldooxime. It is known as aldooxime. Again, take the example with ketone. Put R is H is equal to R. This is a ketone. You can prepare here acetone. You can prepare here ethyl methyl ketone. You can prepare here acetophenone. You can also prepare here benzophenone. Substitute the respective groups here. So you will get here instead of this one, and this is known as ketooxide. Similarly, you can solve the reactions with the primary amine, hydrazine, phenylhydrazine, 2,4-DNP and semi-carbazine. So we completed the first reaction, that is second reaction, that is addition of ammonia and its derivatives. Now we will start the next reaction, that is oxidation reaction. So give the reaction. R stands for reduction. So this is your AROHACA. We completed this A. Now we are going to start R. R stands for a reduction of aldehyde and ketone. These are the 3 types of reactions, first, second and third. I will give the summary of that 3 types of reaction. First is a partial reduction. Second is the complete reduction. And last one is a bimolecular reduction. So these 3 reactions you have to be learned in detail. In this case, the generally question will be set on the point pinacol-pinacolan rearrangement, which you learn in the 11th standard in detail. So I will repeat that one. So first point here, partial reduction. I will explain the 2 terms, first reduction and then partial. Reduction has 2 meanings. One is addition of hydrogen or removal of oxygen. Partial reduction, in this partial reduction, C double bond O group is converted to the CHOH group. See, in this reaction 2 hydrogen atoms will be added. One hydrogen atom here, another hydrogen atom will be here. So this is the meaning of the term reduction as well as a partial. So during the partial reduction, the carbonyl group is converted to the CHOH group. This is the first question. During this process, 2 hydrogen atoms are added. Now the next question here, reagents used. Reagents used for partial reduction. See the reagents used. First reagent is hydrogen in presence of nickel or platinum or palladium. This reaction is also known as catalytic reduction. Second reagent is alcohol, particularly ethyl alcohol in presence of sodium metal. Then third reaction, that is reaction with sodium amalgam with water. Fourth reagent, lithium aluminum hydride, fifth reagent sodium borohydride. These are the different reagents used for the reduction.